And I got the Beast out. It's the first time this year I've ridden the thing. I didn't even realize it. Yeah, so I'm gonna miss the Beast. She's been a good girl. She's a big girl. Yeah, but the last bike I rode was back in January. Kawasaki 450. I'm probably still leaning towards getting that bike, but it was a good day today, and I had to run some errands, so thought I'd get on two wheels and get out here and see what I could do. So about another month, about another 2 to 3 weeks. I've already got some interest in this, and about another 2 to 3 weeks, and she'll be gone. Hopefully she'll go to a good home. I know the couple that was really interested yesterday, that's all they could think about was going for rides now that they're both retired. So we'll see what happens. I'm not making any promises, but yeah, I'm gonna miss this old girl. All right, we on the Beast here. Nobody seems to be in a big hurry, but that's okay. Neither am I. I'm retired. I'll get the most out of this I can. Stay for a ride. Hey, they have new signal lights here either. The Sirius XM blasted. Used the signal light that time. This one, a couple of last rides on the Beast. Love this bike. Gonna miss it big time. It is what it is. Okay, so one of the things that bothers me about the Philippines is the bike riders like to use their lights. Count how many lights are out front. And then you get around the back, and count how many lights are back here. Let's see. See it or not, the trunk lights, pillar lights, tail light. And be seen, don't be dead. Hey, welcome back. So this journey just seems to keep on going, doesn't it? I am trying to get back to the Philippines. Yeah, I did a little wind therapy on the bike. It was a great day. I am running errands, and if it's 70 degrees, hey, let's get on two wheels. I don't have very many more opportunities to ride the bike before I sell it. It will be several months before I get on two wheels again, because we are moving once I get back there. And yeah, when I'm not buying a motorcycle during the rainy season and I want to make sure we're moved before I do that. So I did a few errands. I had to go grocery shopping, and I was on the bike. So I've been back here in the States for almost a month. As you can imagine, I miss my wife and stepdaughter. But I'm working hard to get back to the Philippines. I've gotten my Balikbayan boxes. I've been working to get those loaded. I'm still digging through things. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like I said, I've got stuff. Yeah, it's been a pretty good process. And each weekend for the past 2 weekends, I've had yard sales. There's been certain things that sold, but there's a lot of things that nobody's interested in. So what did I do? So I was watching this popular blogger, I won't mention his name. He mentioned how when he moved to the Philippines, he called a place called estatesales.net. And they came in, they cataloged everything he had, put it up on auction, bada bing, bada boom. They cleaned out his place, wrote him a check, and he was on his way. Well, I'm basically doing the same thing. I contacted estatesales.net, and what they are is like a controller for a lot of places that do estate sales. So today I had a local company come by. We discussed how their process works. They walk through the house, they see what there is, they think there's some value here. So the first week of May, they're going to come in, they're going to start packing things, they'll take pictures, they will catalog everything. They put it up on a national auction site. They release the catalog a few days before the auction so that people, potential buyers, bidders, things like that, can actually get an idea of what's up for sale, and they know which auctions they want to participate in. And there are a couple of things here I really hope start a bidding war. I won't go into all of my personal possessions, but I've got a china set here. It was my grandmother's. She got it back in the 30s. It's been in the family ever since. Currently, nobody wants it. I've offered it, and yeah, it is what it is. Nobody uses china these days, and this is a complete 64-piece set, so it's got some value. This is the higher end stuff. A good friend of mine, she's Chinese, and she saw that and she just went nuts. She says, "Oh my God." She says, "I haven't seen anything that beautiful in years." Okay, so I'm not gonna brag, but I'm really hoping that that brings some value. They will have the auction in the middle of May. We'll see how that goes. I'm hoping that I can net a little bit of money. Remember, everything that I'm getting from my garage sale or my yard sales and from this auction site, everything that I net from that goes into my emergency fund in the Philippines. And yeah, I mean, that's money I'm going to live on, right? Sure, I've got my Social Security, maybe. I've got an appointment with Social Security tomorrow, and hopefully that will get going. I had trouble with that back in March. We were on the website. I thought everything was done. When I got back home, I called Social Security because I had not gotten any confirmation. Sorry, sir, your application is not on file. Okay, not a problem. These are little things you work through. Yeah, I was a little frustrated and I was a little upset. I just don't have very good luck with websites. So I'm actually going to talk to a real human tomorrow. And one of the things they want is my checking account number. Yes, please. But I think I still have a 30-day waiting period from tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm here till the end of May, one way or the other. I talked to my realtor today, told her what's going on. She's the Chinese lady I was talking about, and she's more of a friend than she is my realtor, although she did help me sell my last house and help navigate me through getting this house less than 2 years ago. June 22 is when I moved in here. So it's a relatively new house. And she is all excited. And I told her once everything is out of here, we'll bring a cleaning crew in. We'll clean this house from stem to stern and get it listed. Take the pictures, get the evaluation, the appraisal done and everything. Get this thing up on the market somewhere around the middle of May. She thinks that this is going to sell pretty quickly. I would like to think it's going to sell quickly, but for all the rest of the process of selling a house, it could take an extra 30 days. I don't need to be here. Once I sign all the paperwork and she has all the power and everything to collect the money and get it into my account, then we're good. There are a lot of things you need to do before you move, and I'll go through that here in just a minute. So if you're retired, you really need to make sure your Social Security is working. I did not choose to get on Medicare because I knew I was moving to the Philippines. I'm 65 and a half, if that makes any difference. I can't use Medicare in the Philippines, so there was no sense spending I think it's $179 a month. I didn't see any sense in throwing that money down the toilet. If you're here, Medicare's great. Yeah, I encourage anybody that's staying here in the U.S. to use Medicare. But if you're moving to the Philippines, you can't use it. You could fly to Guam. Yeah, okay. You could do that. You'd be doing that quite a bit, I guess. My wife is going back to work. She said she can only clean the sink and the bathroom so many times. She's getting stir crazy. And for her self-esteem, I encouraged her to go back. But one of the benefits, the job market that she'll be going into, she can get family health insurance. Okay, great, I'm covered. Now, if you're single and you're not married and your wife doesn't work or your girlfriend, whatever, you're gonna have to figure out another alternative. Remember, everything that I do, that's me, that's not everybody, and I'm not trying to tell everybody what to do. Another thing I have to do, I have to get this virtual mailbox set up. I'm going to be doing that on Friday, get a change of address in, and the virtual mailbox, I'm going to use iPostal 1. Mike's Philippine Retirement talks about it. It's costs you a certain amount each month. When mail comes in, they scan the envelopes, and then they email you, and you tell them what you want to keep, what you want to throw. If it's something you need to read, then for a small additional charge, they will open the envelope, take the contents out, scan that, and email it to you. If it's something you need, it's in a PDF form, so you can go and print it out, and you can take care of it, and then turn around, scan it, send it back. I know that Social Security, they send out a letter every year for proof of life. So it will be very important to have this mail service. Most what I get, I'm sure, is just going to be junk. That's okay. Tell them, throw it away. They throw it in the shredder. It's done. Phone service. I'm still working on getting something going. I have a friend in California. He's in communications, and he said he has, I don't know, he has something going on. And I'm just waiting to talk to him. It'll probably be this weekend when I talk to him. So I'll see, and if I have any updates, I'll let you guys know. If it's something revolutionary, that'd be great. But you do need to have some kind of U.S. number. Some people use Magic Jack or Magic App. The way I see it, it only works if you are on Wi-Fi, if you're home or in your computer. But if I'm mobile with my phone, I don't think it'll work. I'm still investigating. I will let you know. A lot of things still up in the air. This journey just keeps going. It's like a fast-moving freight train. It just keeps on going. The other thing I need to, I did already do. When my house sells, there will be more than $10,000 going into my bank account. For IRS purposes and all kinds of other things. 9,999.99 is the maximum you can send at any one time. Larger amounts than that, yeah, inquiring minds want to know. So on a real estate transaction, and again, I mentioned this many times, I'm either going to buy or build a home when I get over there. Once this house is sold, I've been looking at houses, as you all know from previous videos. I'm dead serious about having my own home and not paying money for rent. Yeah, and I hear people, oh, don't buy a house, just rent. Okay, so that's 40,000 pesos a month that I'm just throwing away, and it's not my own property. Actually, it's not my property. I can't own land in the Philippines. My wife can. And so we will be buying a house and putting it in her name. Doing that, once we get the sales contract and everything written out, I fax that to my bank. They fax the money direct to the seller, and bada bing, bada boom. No money is coming into me. It's direct transfer, and yeah, I can make a large wire transfer that way. I've been working with the bank for the past 2 weeks. We got that all set up. In fact, when the clip with my motorcycle sitting there when I was talking about having the girl out, I was at my bank. So I made several trips to the bank. mainly to deposit money that I got from the yard sale. I just don't want money laying around the house here. Even though I've got a cash box, I just count it out and I just take it to the bank. That way I can keep track of how much I've been selling, just out of curiosity. So I've got all of these things to do, and I have one more thing to do. So I'm buying a car. When I was over there for the 90 days, every time I needed to go somewhere, I had to impose on people. I don't like doing that. They have their lives. Or I'd get a Grab. It's like an Uber. I don't take jeepneys. I have ridden trikes, but only on short distances. And most of the time it was in Dumagetti when Christine and I were there. But I either had to beg for somebody to take me somewhere, or I had to get a Grab. And on the budget that we're going to have, we could only take so many Grabs. I had money, but just because you have it doesn't mean you have to spend it. So we were trying to be as thrifty as possible. Yeah, I know. I bought a refrigerator. I bought a TV, right? Bought a stove. Those were necessities. Just going somewhere to look at something or go to the mall, that's not always a necessity. So my wife's best friend, she just got approved for her K-1 visa. That's the 90-day fiance visa. Her fiance lives in Alaska. I just wish them the best. They're both great people. And I love Judy. She's like a sister to me. Like I said, I have made so many good friends in the Philippines. So knowing how much of a pain in the patootie it's been for me to liquidate here, I knew that she was going to have to liquidate because she's got to live in Alaska with he'll be her husband for 2 years before she can leave. And she's not going to need her car. And she just loves that little car. She dotes on it. She's always maintaining it. She's probably one of the few people that I know of that actually has the word maintenance in the vocabulary. She just put new brakes and new tires on it last November. The car's good to go. It's got a couple of scratches on it. She said she wants to go get those fixed. She wants to make sure the car's good for my wife and I. And again, my wife is her best friend, and she wants to make sure that we're happy with the car. Just love her for it. She's just such a sweet lady. So she's named a price because I asked her, how much do you want? She named a price. I checked the listings in the Philippines. You can do that. Google it. And the price that she quoted was well below. I wasn't going to argue with her. Yeah, we'll do it. So it's a fair price. If I was buying the same type of car here in the U.S., it would be a lot more money. So I'm happy with it. It's 7-passenger. It's a crossover. Some call it SUV, but it's a crossover, a little Honda, and it's 7-seater. So I've got the capability to haul people in it. I've ridden in this car several times. It's a great car. It runs good, smooth, no squeaks, no rattles, no drips, no runs, no errors. Anybody that's old enough to remember that. So, I took some money and I sent that over yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. Anyway, Christine got the money. Fortunately, we are at 57-1 peso exchange right now. So I'd been calculating at 55 pesos. And I got a couple more bangs for my buck. It was a little bit larger, and I told Christine to go get some shoes for my stepdaughter. Her gym shoes or athletic shoes are getting pretty worn out. They were hand-me-downs before I came in the picture, so better get some new ones. Besides, she's going to be going to a new school that's pretty high in academics, and I want her to make sure that she has good clothes. We'll be buying her uniforms and things. She's got to take an entrance exam coming up here in the next few weeks. She has to pass the exam to even get into the school, and then she'll wear school uniforms. It's fairly exclusive school. It's a good school, but I want her to have the best. No, not just because I'm a rich American and throwing money around. It's not really that expensive, but I want her to have the best education she can get. So that's what we're doing. We're moving. We will move. So selling my house, like I said, we will be looking to buy a house or build a house. Now, if we have a good place to rent, and I'm not going to talk about that right now, we think we have a place that we can rent when we get up there if we have to. So that's to Angeles. Yeah, I'll do a video on that pretty soon. So I talked about how, we'll do a wire transfer from my bank in the U.S. after my house sells and everything closes and the money's deposited. We'll probably have to rent for a couple months. We've got the condo where we're at till August, but my stepdaughter has to start school in August, and we want to make sure we're moved before then. The Balik Bayan boxes that I'm sending over, they take 2 to 3 months. So on the outset, or on the long side, July. So it'd be a good time to move around that time. We're going to keep looking. A lot of things happening. Like I said, this is a never-ending journey. It's constantly going. It just always in motion. Just letting you know what I'm up to. Remember, the things that I do, they're my things. I'm not telling anybody else how to do things. Your mileage may vary. So I do, I have learned quite a few things. And if you have questions, ask. If I don't know, I'll ask, and I'll try and get back to you. So I'm going to wrap this up. It's just been busy packing today, but at least I don't have yard sales this weekend. I took the yard sale sign down. I've got to cancel my online listings for the yard sale. Yeah, I got a long day still ahead of me, and you can see here by my patio, it's dark outside. It's late, and I'll be turning in pretty soon. So you all take good care, and I'll catch you on the next one. This journey never ends.